Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you all for being here. I know how tiring it has been today listening to all of the conversations from so many countries, but it's a pleasure to be here with you. My name is KARITZIS, and I am head of the law firm KARITZIS Legal, which is situated in Cyprus and in Greece, in Athens. I am head of the immigration department of our firm. I have been dealing with immigration matters for the last 23 years, so I have a very broad experience on anything that has to do with immigration matters. We have been dealing with the Greece Golden Visa from 2013. We were actually one of the first offices who began working in this scheme. So it's been over 11 years now. We have successfully assisted many families to either actually reside in Greece, or we have represented investors who were just interested in acquiring the visa. So today I'd like to give you a small brief about the Greece Golden Visa. And I don't know if you all know where Greece is, because I have been asked numerous times where it is actually on the map. So Greece is located at the crossroads of Europe, Asia, and Africa. It has the largest coastline actually in the Mediterranean Sea. It has 11 million people, where 40% actually live in Athens. It has a beautiful Mediterranean climate with 300 days sunshine, so we don't actually have a very heavy winter, which is excellent for us. A very nice quote, as you can see from Henry Miller, which is really true, is that it does take a lifetime for someone to discover Greece, but it just takes an instance to fall in love with her. So I have found two really nice small videos that we will see also in a second. If you can just bear with me. So you can see what a magical place Greece is, as Kylie Bax also has said. So, Greece has also been nominated as one of the safest places to live. So if it's a family with children, it has a very low crime rate. It's been a member of the Eurozone from 2001. The currency that we use, of course, is euro. And it's a democratic country. So let's see the first video together, so you can have a very small glimpse of Greece. So that was a very small glimpse of our beautiful Greece. Let's go over the scheme, the requirements that we need in order to invest, the procedure, and of course some of the benefits. I mean, what's the reason for somebody to invest in Greece? So the investor needs to make an investment and buy a property for at least 250,000 euro. The last year, the scheme has been changed to 500,000 euro in some areas. The applicant is allowed to buy multi-properties also, and let's say share and mix their investment either for 250 or 500,000. The investor is also allowed to rent the property that they will buy. So for me, it's like a double investment because you're buying a property and you're also investing at the same time, meaning that you're receiving income as you are working abroad or living abroad, because there's actually no obligation for the applicant to actually reside in Greece. Who can apply for the visa? The visa is applied for the investor's wife or husband, if the investor has children, the investor's parents or parents-in-law. So we're speaking about a whole family just with an investment of 250,000. The documentation, which is one of the things that most investors are choosing the Greece Golden Visa, is that the paperwork is so little, not like other schemes that are collecting lots and lots of documentation. One of the documentations that are not requested in Golden Visa, and I'm questioned so many times, is that we don't ask for a criminal record, as I know how difficult it is for many clients to provide us with a criminal report from their home country. The procedure is very straightforward. In order to begin the procedure, the client needs to buy, as I said, the property in Greece. We then collect all of the paperwork required for the whole family, and we deposit the application with the immigration department. On the day that we submit the application, we are provided with a receipt. It's called the white paper, and the client and his family are enabled to begin traveling immediately from their home country to Greece, back and forth, until the visa card is issued, which takes about 2 or 3 months for the actual visa card to be issued. So it's a very, very straightforward and a very quick procedure, because most of the investors, the first question is, Elena, how quickly can you do the visa for us? So it's a very quick procedure. Now, some of the benefits of the visa is that there is no obligation for the investor to actually reside in Greece, because most of the schemes that are available, they are making obligatory residency permits for the investors that need to reside in the country that they're going to apply. So with Greece, you don't need to live there even for 1 day, which is amazing. The applicant, as I said before, is allowed to rent the property out, which is the second advantage. It's a very quick procedure, no obligation to live in Greece. And something else that I am going to announce actually for the first time. So you are very lucky. It's not even in our website or anywhere, because I was informed about this just before I flew here. Is that the Hellenic universities, the government of Greece, has already signed, and from September 2005, the Harvard and the Columbia universities from abroad have already signed, and they're going to collaborate in Greece. So all of the students and the children of the PR holders will be able to study in Greece, of course in the English language, for bachelor degrees and master degrees, with a much lower registration fee. So this is an amazing outcome for us. And of course, one more step for a benefit for the investors to decide to invest in Greece, which will be much better for their children in the future for studying purposes. The rights that somebody acquires after receiving the PR card is that the investor has the right, of course, of the EU. The only thing is that another question that I am asked a lot is if the investor is allowed to work in Greece. You are not allowed to work, but you can register a company. You can be a shareholder in the company and receive dividends, as long as you're not receiving a salary. You're entitled also to apply for the citizenship after 7 years. And of course, there is more criteria because you will need to speak the language, and there's also a written test that you will need to do. Our office, as I said, because we are a law firm and we want to assist the client in the whole procedure, so the client doesn't need to use different services from different service providers, we represent the client in the whole procedure, so we assist the client to find the property that they need to buy. We transfer the property into the name of the client through the land registry until we submit the registration, of course, in the immigration department, up until the client receives their visa card. So, this is another beautiful video of Greece to finish off with. So that was our Greece. We would love to have you to visit in person, to try also the beautiful traditional food that we have. If you have any further questions, you can find us at A3. We are next door. And it will be a pleasure to speak to you in person. Thank you very much for your time, for being here.